plantation, planetary devastation, real alien invasion, and we plug to the matrix, frequencies and radiation, hijacked imagination. Tell me what we conversating if we ain't talking activation. Really ain't no time for waiting, second guessing, contemplating. First I gave you prophecy, this is my philosophy, something far from Socrates. Yeah, I'm chasing sovereignty, but I was born a sovereign being, lived 100 centuries, booted off a sensual being. Really ain't no sense in me, they try to steal my history, rose above the misery so I can guide my young supremes. And I hit the keys with them, and our knees will never bend. False gods and serpent skins, never fail, they never win. Focus on your dividends, this'll make the devil dance. Probably break it from a trance so you compete what's deep within. Yeah.
Meditation, elevation, inner self-realization, mental wealth for innovation, spiritually been segregated, diamond hits for activation, seen some things now I'm awakened, sleepy heads been sleep for ages, neophytes inside the matrix, lit the switch, I'm on the trip, ascension starts with proper basics, pranayama, breath of fire, manifest my life's desire, sheep was false on life's inquire, hidden truth for life's retire, third eye open, vibratory frequencies, all the selves, the demons be a part of you, a part of me, please pardon me, for vulgar speech, the higher self is where I reach, back to back my brother's keeper, unity's my brother's teacher, earth, wind, fire, soul, activate like dynamo, heaven's gate, kick down the door, this the devil's rodeo, been here, seen some lights before, I'm searching for the hidden scrolls, I lost inside the physical, geometry's the visual, spread my wings like pigeon stools, solving no decision rules, inside you find the proper tools.
I ain't trying to get copyrighted out here. I'm trying to stay off the, you know, the copyrights. This is Meta, M-E-H-T-A-H. He's a, they let us use his music. He's letting us use his music. Go check his stuff out. Conscious rapper. I love him. Talks about God, love, spirituality, the whole damn thing. Just give me a second while I load up what I'm going to talk about.
You already know what it is.
Yeah, Mo, you already know what it is.
Solid rotation.
Wildin' in the Matrix, started with the basic, granny records in the basement, cooking some ancient, bout the right burner like shimmy, something sacred, steady putting days in, true dedication, relic and connotations, pen game crazy, painting pictures like a pagan, started from the bottom, that's the reason why they hating, and if you got a problem, we can solve, no hesitation, solid rotation, moving like a sovereign nation, broke but we was patient, had faith in our elevation, connected with the teacher, discussing the constellations. It's all confirmation, it's godly when we curating, pimping corporations for the deal, we ain't slaving. Need a $500 million and that's just for the savings. Hit up Elon Musk like fuck it, let's build a spaceship. You know the shrooms for the day trip. Black shades got me feeling like they live. I done seen Anunnakis, reptilian like Dr. Fauci, venomous sting, attack at the Jabberwockies. AI try to watch me, digitally keep it copied. Simulation looking sloppy, nothing they can do can stop me. Why you think I'm Cardi Tachi? Might just fly the body, learn the order out of body. I do this, it's not a hobby. I'm not just anybody, you can't meet me in the lobby. 7 black Suburbans like a prince from Abu Dhabi. Pull up to the function like Jimi Hendrix the party. Fee in a Ferrari that's greener than a safari. Really we ain't sorry. Went from having roaches to marble flows by the ocean. Smoking them something potent, glowing from higher voltage. Had to cut off the voltage, now haters cannot approach us, especially when we focus. Swarming like some locusts, seen it in slow motion. Alchemy with the potion, yeah, the magic of real devotion.
Check this out. We just redid the whole thing.
Ow! Tremendous.
Isn't it great?
Tremendous.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking of redoing it again.
Why?
Because
You
we're
make
gonna
a lot
upgrade.
of paper to do that.
Yeah, we're doing all right, man. I can't complain.
Isn't the market down though?
It is down, but she wants more, so I'm giving her more, man.
Only if you got time to kill. Only if I'm on your mind.
Grand Existence. JD here, Nicholas Jensen Denton. This is JD's Pharmacopoeia. I'm JD. I have gathered you all here today. First of all, to give thanks and thank you for sharing the space with me. Second of all, to inform you of a new product on the website, jdsPharmacopoeia.com/products/ceremonial-grade-tobacco. You can go there and you can find ceremonial grade tobacco. Now, what even is ceremonial grade? Do the people know? Do the people want to know? I'm here to tell you what that really means, because there seems to be confusion out there in the world amongst my good friends, my good people, my good cosmopolitans, citizens of the universe. Look, here's the deal. Something that is ceremonial is something that you use in ceremony. If you choose to use something as a part of your ritual, as a part of your spiritual practice, a physical thing, as a part of your regularly scheduled spiritual habits, I'm going to go ahead and call that ceremonial in nature. So, but that's not the limit to it. That's just like the bare minimum requirement of a ceremonial substance. Now, of course, we've got ceremonial tobacco now in the store, and I'm calling it this because really, okay, so that's the base minimum. The bare minimum is you use it in ceremony. So there is really no physical qualifications to something that is ceremonial grade. So these people that are selling you ceremonial grade cacao or tobacco or whatever they're selling ceremonial, labeled as ceremonial, it really just means, you know, a mindful connection to the substance in question. Now, you could extrapolate this much further and say that ceremonial grade is grown with certain practices, certain techniques which enhance the spiritual energy of the substance. What did Rudolf Steiner's, what was his gardening philosophy, his agriculture, what was it called? Biodynamic agriculture. So I would suggest that biodynamic agriculture, a form of alternative agriculture developed by Rudolf Steiner, is a ceremonial form, is a means of producing ceremonial grade natural products, be it tobacco, be it tomatoes, be it bananas, anything. What is used in ceremony? What is the name of, whether it's Banisteriopsis cacao or, cacao, coca, cola, any acuminata, anything, any grown plant, we're talking any natural product that's used in ceremony, the technique in which it is grown can dictate that it is ceremonial. If the spiritual essence of the substance is raised through any mental impregnation with intent, then it thus becomes ceremonial. And how are you going to know if something is ceremonial in that sense if you don't actively grow it yourself, or you are not you don't intimately know the grower? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't actually know the 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 guy or the man or the woman who is the source of your growing, a source of your herbs, plants, medicines, then you don't really know. That's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, you don't really know, and you're just trusting whatever's on the label of the package. And as somebody who studies labels of packaging and tests them against their claims, I'm here to tell you not to trust that stuff. Don't trust no labels. In the beginning, the gods came down and confused mankind with language. He confused us. And why did they do that? Well, so I suppose it makes us easier to control, makes us more subservient, makes us less questioning, makes us more passive. I don't know. There's a lot of different theories out there. My really main idea is that you can't trust the labels. You really can't trust anything but yourself and God and the great spirit in the sky, the larger consciousness system. You can't really trust nothing except your own experience. I hope I am actually live right now. I'm not sure if I am. Well, I mean, I hope I can be heard. Am I heard? Let me check my sound real quick. Whether it's, yeah, we got sound. Raphael, my brother in Christ. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh. So ceremonial grade, it can be the way it's grown. You know, I would argue that definitely we would like to, here are some things that we would like to see in a ceremonial grade product. That is going to be how it was cultivated. How did they do it in alignment with the planetary powers? Was the plant, in essence, let's take tobacco. Which I'd have to grab a piece of knowledge real quick. What planet rules tobacco? Does anybody know? Surely Mr. Culpepper put it in his work. I'm going to ask the AI, according to Culpepper, what is the planetary correspondence of tobacco? And that is something I should have known for this presentation, so I do apologize. He says, and I don't know if this is true, but I have that God-loving book around here. I should go double check. But we're just using this as an example. It doesn't matter if it's 100% true right now, because I'm not growing anything right now. But we could argue that a ceremonial plant is grown in accordance with its planetary correspondences, the energies that it naturally gives off and receives based off of its physical and spiritual characteristics. One could even say its pharmacological characteristics. Now, it says here that it is the sun. The sun controls, the sun governs the tobacco plant. Now, there are other reasons. There are other things. There are other applications in the agriculture. The harvesting process could likewise be done in an astrological synchronism, where it is aligned with the plant's native energies. So that way you are doing things in alignment with the flow of the cosmos. And then, of course, you've got the post-harvest treatment. You know, we can say the post-harvest treatment, if you don't bless your herbs, if you don't bless your food, if you don't bless your tobacco before you consume it, is it actually going to be considered ceremonial? You know, that's an intensely personal call on you, if you ask me. Now, I, for one, definitely bless everything I'm consuming. If I'm growing it, I try to do it with the planetary governance as set forth by the European alchemists, chiefly Paracelsus and his lineage, his philosophical lineage, that is. Culpeper has got a great source on who is running the Complete Herbal. The whole Complete Herbal is a great source on how to understand the planetary associations between plants and planets. Paracelsus has a lot of work, descriptions of that as well for the minerals, but we're really focusing here on plants today. Point being that there is what we could call there's so many words to choose from. There's a syncretism between the native flora and fauna here on the planet and the exoplanet phenomena, the patterns in the sky, the orbits, and the astrotheological descriptions of those exo-Earth entities. We're talking the sun, the moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, right? So everybody knows Jesus says, I am the sun. In the end times, you'll see me coming in the clouds. You know? But then there's also a school of thought that says Jesus is actually Jupiter, and that the sun is actually Saturn. Well, that Yahweh, his father, is actually Saturn. And then there's a school of thought which says that Saturn used to be the local sun of our solar system. And so Jupiter and Saturn are actually Jesus and Yahweh. And that the sun is a reference to an old configuration of our solar system, which is no longer in play. Now, we don't know if that is true or not, but these are the schools of thought. These are the correspondences. Now, it's hard to tell in the Abrahamic traditions. If you go back to the original Sumerian mythos, the original texts, the original guys, the Hindus, the Vedantic literature, and you go back to the Enuma Elish and the Akkadians, you're going to find that in the Chaldeans, you're going to find that they are very, very clear about what planet governs what god. By the time, and the Greeks too as well, like who aren't even that ancient, but if you want to see like with clear as day, black and white, what the correspondences are, there are charts on Wikipedia that you can go to that'll be like, yeah, Enki is the sun and Marduk is Mars and Enlil is this and that, and it goes on. So that's why we like the European alchemists, the Prisca Theologia, because they put it together for us, though they did encrypt it, which made it slightly difficult to understand. Not gonna lie. Point being with all this is that a ceremonial grade plant is something that has spiritual intentions placed upon it, either post-harvest, posthumously you could say, or during the growing process, or during the direct use and application. So, or just your decision for it within your own consciousness could tell you, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do this ceremonially. And this ceremony is what dictates whether it was truly a ceremonial grade substance. So this tobacco that I got here, and I would like to add actually onto all this that it needs to be organic. There's something to be said about organic production of plants and their spiritual properties. They are more natural. If it's more natural, it's going to have a more rarefied essence. It's going to be much closer to what it truly should be as the way God intended when he created all these plants in the Garden of Eden. So that was really my that was how I went about sourcing these ceremonial tobaccos and these other plants that are in it, is they were grown on organic farms, certified organic. I called a bunch of these farmers up and I was like, tell me. I was grilling them about how they grew them, when, why they harvested, all this stuff, but so that I could make sure that I chose the right one. I eventually settled on this here Virginia Flu tobacco, Virginia Flu cured tobacco, which, as you can tell by the name, was grown in Virginia, harvested and fermented and dried, produced in Virginia, completely free of synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, and additives. Virginia Flu cured tobacco is sourced from Southern Virginia, from a area of farms that is renowned for its high quality tobacco farming. The region's farmers have cultivated Virginia Flu tobacco for generations. It is a staple in the agricultural tradition of Virginia. We have I'm from Virginia, so I'm proud of it. We got the best farms, the best tobacco in the world. There's no better tobacco in the world than out of Virginia, Jamestown, Richmond, the mountains, the Appalachia. It just gets better and better, and it's all about your personal taste, your personal, your what you like, your flavor, your profiles, because you can get stuff that's grown in the mountains, and it's gonna be a little less salty. You get someone grown closer towards the sea, it might be a little more salty. There we go. Natural lighting. That's what I needed. So, yeah, they say it is we have an organic tobacco, a pure organic tobacco. Therefore, it is of ceremonial grade, and I too blessed it before it gets to you. So it is surely of ceremonial grade. We have got a mildly sweet, rich, smooth, and slightly nutty flavor. You can definitely taste the difference if you've ever had a cigarette. You can taste in the cigarettes the thousands of artificial ingredients and the fertilizers and all the crap that goes in them. It tastes like shit. If you've never actually had true organic tobacco, then you don't know what you're missing out. Once you go organic, you will never go back, because you will taste the plant as God wanted you to taste it, and it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Truly, it makes you crave less tobacco. It satiates your desires for longer. It tastes better. It tastes richer. It's just 1,000 times better in every single way. I can't recommend it enough. So definitely, if you're interested in ceremonial tobacco, try the what I've got here on the website, jspharmacopeia.com/ceremonial-grade-tobacco. And there's a product in there somewhere. You'll see it. Go to the pharmacopoeia. $7 per ounce. I feel like that's pretty liberal. I don't know. Yeah, so that is what I think makes a ceremonial grade herb, and therefore that is why I am supplying this tobacco. It's not something that I thought I wanted to do for a long time, but started using it myself on occasion because of my good Indian friend. He was like, Nick, this is a ritualistic substance, and it helps you recognize yourself more and your communion with nature. And it's just incredible sometimes. I think I know something about plants. Damn, am I a fool. My friends that don't even claim to be plant people come around and teach me so much about plants. It's absolutely enlightening. I love it. I love you all. Check out the ceremonial grade tobacco. Also, if you're curious, I do have a blend of an herbal tobacco blend that's more focused on the therapeutic nature of the smoke. That is a 50%. It's a tobacco base, and then it uses willow bark. We have willow bark added in. We have mullein added in, lavender added in, and a hint of peppermint. So, you know, white willow, it can be smoked. Salicylic acid is a heat-stable compound. What time are we at, folks? I'm probably way over time. We're at 12 minutes. Okay, so... Oh, no, we're at 25 minutes. Shit. All right, well, that's all I really got for you. Check out the herbal blend as well. The herbal blend has got white willow, which is anti-inflammatory, mullein to restore your lungs from all the smoke you've been doing in the non-ceremonial way and the decorative way instead of the mindful way. So restore your mucous membranes of the lungs. Lavender gives you an anti-anxiety effect. Peppermint because it's delicious. And the Virginia Flu Cured Tobacco. So it's a great blend. I use it quite often. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. Go check out the new products. Thank you for tuning in, listening, watching, what have you. I am going to put on a tune and bop out of here and make some dinner. So yeah, thank you very much. God bless your heart and soul. Brand existence. I actually don't know how to stop. How do I stop? End there. Thank you, my 2 viewers on Instagram.